Well, here we are back again. Your worst nightmare, as we always say. It's time for room 207. And we have got a show for you. By the way, the only participant today is Junior Battery. AAA, I think it is. No, it's AA. AA Junior. He's the only one who decided to join us for the show today, but that's all right. Better he than no one, right, Junior? You're a good boy, Junior. Name of the show today is $9.95 plus tip. It's a cooking show. We had a guest cook come in, or he showed up, let's put it that way. And he's always wanted to have a cooking show. And he'd call his cooking show Cooking with Hippocrates. And Hippocrates was a famous Greek physician, the father of modern medicine. So this gentleman, who we should mention is L. Weldon, is going to do a little breakfast for us. Never done a cooking show before, and I don't know if I'll ever do one again. But what he prepared was pretty good. We ate it. It was delicious. So, there's not much else to say. He made breakfast. And in the middle of it, he used some foul words. He was talking about going to the bathroom. But we cut that out. The Swedish fisherman stepped in, as he had to do, because Hippocrates didn't know that you can't use certain words on television, no matter what it is. And this is a family show. So I want you all to buckle up, get Grandma and Grandpa out of the basement, let the cats out of the cat box, because it's time for the show. $9.95 plus tip. What a deal this was. What a deal. Let's do it. So once again, room 207ers, we find ourselves in a very interesting place. We're in a kitchen watching a guy by the name of Hippocrates cook. And this is the start of breakfast. So I guess this is a cooking show. This is sort of like, the cooking channel. Channel 56 on Time Warner, this is the same thing, but we're cooking with Hippocrates. And Hippocrates, what have you started out with here on the plate? What are these items right here?
Well, these are Honeycrisp apples. I like them because of the white pulp or the white flesh, and they're real crispy and tasty. And they add color. Whenever you cook,
they're beautiful.
You want to make this into an art form.
Cooking is an art form.
It is an art form, visually and gustatorially. And these are little sterling scallop things with little chocolate-covered coffee beans for just a little kick and a little...
Did you eat those just like pick one up and eat it?
Yeah, you do, but we're going to do that towards the end of the meal. I'm going to tell my guests so that we can have a little sweetness and a little coffee at the end.
And you're cooking over here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crackling going on. Wow. Does that usually happen in your kitchen?
It all depends how you cook it. I was covering these so I could keep the steam in and keep the water in, which then, when it mixes with the oil, you'll get that crackling.
What are you cooking?
I'm cooking white potatoes, and I've got a little bit of sweet potato in here for color and some parsley. I'm using an organic olive oil, which is really good for our cardiovascular system. And of course, this is good roughage. It'll help our intestines kind of scrub them and clean them, and the yellow sweet potatoes, just full of, both of them have some good vitamins.
Well, we room 207ers, we have good bowel systems, and That's one of the requirements for entry into room 207. So this roughage will be good for us, I'm sure. Now, the interesting thing is the name of this is cooking with Hippocrates.
Yeah.
Why? What is that whole basis behind that? Well, why are you doing that?
Well, Hippocrates is considered the father. Oh, I'm covering it again to add some steam.
Oh, I see.
You can see the water dripping from the top of it. I wanted to just help them to cook a little more quickly, and I wanted to. I really want to sit and eat. I'm so hungry, so I wanted to hurry a little bit.
I got you. But fortunately, right over there, we do have a fire extinguisher. in case things get out of control, we have our fire zone. So go ahead with this Hippocrates.
Hippocrates is considered the father of medicine, and he is purportedly to have said, "Let food be your medicine, and medicine be your food."
Oh, wow.
So everything you cook, you should be thinking that it's going to make your body healthier. And both of these are organic potatoes, and they should help us to be healthier, and they clean our intestines. So these are done. They cook very quickly when they're little bits like this. And I just take the spatula and I push them to make sure they're done, and they're done. Sweet potatoes will cook a little more quickly, so they're going to be softer than the white potatoes. So if the white potatoes are done, the sweet potatoes are done. I've decided to use the same pan for the eggs. I've got an egg mixture there. I wonder if there's a hot, don't grab a hot, this is an iron skillet, which will add iron to you, but you got to be careful. It conducts heat really well, so I just got a hot pad.
You know, it actually sounds like you know what you're talking about. Is this conceivable?
It is a passion of mine to cook.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I love it, and yeah, I do know a little bit about it. So I'm just I'm going to turn this off to conserve gas. The pan is hot, but it's ready for the egg dish.
We may have to call 911 here. That was almost a burn, wasn't it? Huh?
Nearly.
Nearly a burn. All right.
So I pre-prepared the egg dish.
Do you usually have a nurse in attendance when you... All right, here we go.
So the eggs are going in.
Whoa, baby.
It's a combination of several things. And I've got 4 duck eggs in here.
Duck eggs.
They're local ducks. They reside in Walpole, and they give good eggs.
How daffy?
I don't know if Daffy is there. I don't know if he's amongst them. But anyway, I've got a little ham, little natural ham. I've got cheese in here. There's some milk from Stonewall Farm. There is...
does look good.
There are some these little black specks of black rice. They're actually, when I bought them, the little place where you buy them called the Green Grocer up in Peterborough, they said on there, black rice, forbidden black rice. That's what they call them, because they were referring to the forbidden city of China. So I've got cheddar cheese, milk, black rice, and I just threw in some raw oats. A little more fiber. Oats are great for us. They lower your blood pressure. This dark rice is supposed to be almost equivalent to a blueberry as far as antioxidants.
Is there any cheese whiz in there or anything like that?
No cheese whiz.
No cheese whiz?
No, it's a raw milk cheese from Pennsylvania.
We like cheese whiz, room 207ers. I don't know.
So I have forgotten.
So basically you're saying is it's the same old thing, you are what you eat.
Yes, very well said.
Who was that first started with that?
You are what you eat?
Yeah, there was some book or something that came out.
Yeah, I don't know it, although I know the expression, you are what you eat. I think it's the same person who did Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus.
Seriously?
No.
Oh. So besides a cook, you're a comedian.
I am. I'm pretty funny. All my relatives love me because I'm funny. And I go, I know I'm funny. Can't help it. So I'm also a guy that cleans as I cook.
I see.
So you hear a little cleaning in the background. I like to keep things fairly neat.
Right.
And when you're doing an egg dish like this, you want to keep moving it because you don't want it to stick on the bottom.
Just take a minute here. I just want to remind you folks where we are. We're in the kitchen of Hippocrates, cooking with Hippocrates. And you saw where we started. We started over here with the apples. And those other green things right there, those are what?
Those are avocados.
Avocados. Oh, those are supposed to be really good for you, aren't
They're
they?
fabulous oil in avocados, very good. Heart healthy food.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Apples are another fiber. And apples have pectin, and pectin is a detoxifier. It takes heavy metals out of your body. So it's good. The expression an apple a day,
Yeah, keeps.
the doctor away, absolutely true.
I think these are really sexy looking. These avocados. I've always thought they were a sexy looking fruit.
Yes, they're very, they evoke fecundity.
Oh boy. Fecundity.
That F word that we can use.
Oh yeah. No. This is a family show.
I know.
This is a family show. We don't want to go there.
So, some people like their eggs moist, some like them a little drier, but I cook them slowly and turn them a lot so I don't burn them. And a good breakfast is a great way to start your day. Really fuels your little machine, gives you energy throughout the day. And unlike an evening meal, you've got the whole day to kind of burn these calories.
Right.
You don't want to overeat. You want to just have the right amount.
If you could open a restaurant, would you? And be the cook, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's an excellent question.
Well, that's what we ask. We don't fool around with any crummy questions here, Room 207. All our questions, we try to make them excellent. Okay, what's the answer to that excellent question?
I have to think about that. Intellectually, emotionally, it's a quick answer, yes.
Yes.
Sort of physically, I think it's a very demanding job. You have to be there, unless, if I had a restaurant, I'll tell you what, if I may expand on that, I actually thought that it would be fun to have a restaurant and call it the Chameleon. And every day.
Why is that?
Well, every day you'd have someone else. Monday, say, Harry's responsibility. Tuesday, Mary. Wednesday, Barry. Thursday, Frank. Everybody would have their own.
A cooking commune.
Yes, and I would be responsible on Monday, and I could list the menu, and it would be in advance for like 2 weeks. Everybody know that I was having barbecue ribs Monday, August 17th.
I see.
And then Tuesday, someone might cook French. So you're only there 1 day a week.
I got you.
And I think it would work.
Now, how do you serve that? I mean, do you put the potatoes on top of that on the plate? Or?
No, I'm gonna arrange. Again, it's an art, so you want to arrange the plate so that it's really beautiful.
All right.
So I've got these colors there. I'm gonna put a
glop of that.
Yeah, a glop of that there, and then some potatoes next to that.
Wow.
You can see, you can hear them, maybe you heard them hit the plate. They're a little crispy and crunchy. And that's one plate.
Let's take a look at this plate here. Now, so here we have our apples.
Yep.
We have our avocados.
Yep.
In here are potatoes. And what else is in here with the potatoes?
Sweet potatoes and regular potatoes, white potatoes.
Oh, wow.
And a little bit of parsley.
All right, and this is a egg ham mixture.
Egg, ham, cheese, milk, some black rice, which is called it's a forbidden black rice, and also then a little bit of oats that you can't see. They blended right in, raw oats.
$9.95 plus tip. What do you think?
Yeah, you'd get a good meal for $9.95 plus tip. I forgot to add the bread. I'm sorry. This is Noah's bread from Noah the baker, and it's a kind of a typical French bread that I think I'll...
Differentiating him from Noah the Ark guy. We do have
You're also a comedian, I think.
No, these things, when you live in Room 207, we think of these things. So anyhow, this is Noah the baker, not Noah the Ark fame.
Yeah,
right?
That's exactly.
Noah the Ark fame, as I recall, couldn't really cook.
No, but it's funny. Recently I saw a joke about Noah the Ark fame, and the joke was this: 2 chickens showed up in front of Noah.
Uh-huh.
Each of them had a leg missing. They were amputees. And they said to Noah, could you bring enough food the next time?
Aha!
Did you, there are 2 plates.
We got that one.
Oh, you got it?
Sure, we're quick. We're quick. Well, this has been a distinct pleasure, and that is very appetizing looking, I must admit.
Would you?
If you were to sum up what basically your philosophy is on cooking and preparing a meal. I mean, you really do like cooking and you like eating. What would it be?
Well, I would say the overall kind of.
I just want to remind you, we have to be out of here by Tuesday.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to say was it's important to have joy. So you making this film, I'm hoping you have joy. I've just had a joyful moment cooking this. And also I've cooked some things that are going to make us healthy and give us a chance to have a good bowel movement. As you probably know.
That seems to be a thing with you, bowel movements. I mean, remember, this is a family show, but you think that's important.
Incredibly important. People don't defecate enough. If
all right, now look, we get the idea. All right, this is family show.
Well, but may I say though, if you're not defecating once every 20 hours,
going to the bathroom,
sorry, having a bowel movement,
right,
where you create feces in the toilet.
Yeah.
Once every 20 hours.
Why, look at what we're looking at. So you're basically saying that there in 24 hours is going to be. We got to watch our language here.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Feces in the toilet, you said.
Yes.
You don't quite realize you can't use that word.
Okay, sorry. But we're going to extract incredible amounts of nutrients from the time it enters our mouth.
Do you realize I'm going to have to edit that word out?
Are you really?
Yeah, of course. On tape, there'll be a little blank space there. Because, I make a pledge that we're going to have no foul language.
Sorry, I didn't know.
That's all right. You might be hypocrite.
Can you spell it?
No.
Could you spell the word instead of saying it?
I think we're off that subject, all right? We're not going to talk about that subject. Sum it up one more time, and then we got to get out of here.
Okay, to sum it up, it's cooking and eating it can be a wonderful joy, and it should be a joy. And you should always be grateful when you're doing it. And you should cook things that are going to make you healthy and eat things that are going to please you. And mental health and physical health go together. And Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said, "Let food be your medicine and medicine be your food." And it's Desjardins who said, "Joy is the irrefutable presence of God." So it's got to all be done with joy.
Okay. We're going to cut you off now.
Okay, sorry.
So we've spent the last 20 minutes or so with Hippocrates in the kitchen cooking, and there's a nice breakfast. And remember, they say, they always say, you are what you eat. So eat healthy and take care of yourselves. We'll see you in the kitchen again sometime soon, possibly with Hippocrates again, if he's not totally banned from the airways. So, over and out. Well, there you have it. $9.95 plus tip. That would have been a deal in any restaurant, I'll tell you that right now. That was quite a meal. Cooking with Hippocrates. Thanks again to L. Weldon for doing the cooking. It was an early morning meal, around 7 o'clock, and it was a very good meal. The guy knows what he's talking about, despite what it might sound like. So we hope you enjoyed the show, and hope you come back and join us some other time here at Room 207. It's a little short, the show, but that's the way it goes. So, as we always say, adios, amigos!